Hi there, Andrew here with the Reach Company. In this tutorial, we're going to look at adding a brand new sermon to your website, as well as managing series and speakers. So in your sermons area, you can see here we have a little toggle bar up top for the campus. Below that, we have a list of our recent series. If I click on one of these, it'll take me to the sermons in that series separated by location. So we have Cathedral City, then Yucca Valley. Let's go back. Scroll down a little further. We have the latest 3 sermons for each location. And if I click on View All over here, it'll take me to an archive just for that location. And let's go back to the sermons page. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to look at adding a new series. So if we hover over sermons, we can go down to series. And we can call this brand new. And you can give it a description, and we can add a series image. The sizes that we're doing for the series image, they're like a 16:9 ratio. So whatever creative guy you have making these, that will be what they use. I did not set up a screen or a picture for the series, so I'm just going to choose one that we already have here. And I like these kids running, so I'm going to select that one. And I'm going to add new series. And I can see that the series is added right here. So now I want to add a sermon to that series. Quick note, you always want to, if you're starting a new series, you want to make the series before you add the sermons. Otherwise, you're not going to have that series to select from when you're selecting what series that sermon belongs to. It's kind of like a tongue twister, but I think you get what I'm saying. So let's click on all sermons. This is going to bring up the list of all the sermons we have right now. And we're going to click Add New. This is going to bring up the area where we're going to add all the sermon stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is give it a title. Brand new part 1. And what I would do here is write the synopsis of the sermon. So synopsis and brief overview. And I'm just going to, for the sake of time, paste that a little bit. Next, we scroll down to the sermon info, and the first thing we have is a YouTube link. You guys have all your sermons on YouTube. That's what we're using. And I just copied this, so I lost my link. So I'm going to pause and grab that link. And I'm back, and thanks to the wonders of the internet, you probably didn't notice. And so I'm going to click paste, and this is just going to paste in the URL for that sermon. Now, quick note about sermons and such. I really recommend making a thumbnail for each video. That way you ensure that what gets seen is what you want seen. So, take a nice picture every Sunday, like make that part of your creative team. Take a picture of the pastor during the sermon. Use that as the thumbnail when you're uploading the video to YouTube, and it will pull that into your site. Next is audio embed. We're not using podcasts right now. Hopefully by the time you watch this, you have Anchor.fm set up for your podcast by location. And Anchor.fm gives you the ability to embed an episode of your podcast. And so you would just take the little script they give you, the little piece of code, it's just HTML, and you would paste it right here, and this would embed the player into this sermon post. Next, we're going to scroll down to some of the sermon info. First is the series, and we're going to select brand new, the speaker. We're going to do Pastor Josh, the campus. We're going to say Cathedral City, and the date preached, we're going to say next Sunday, the 25th. And at last, we have notes and guides. So if you guys have small group guides or notes for the sermon that you want to make available for download, you can add them here. I'm not sure I have. Oh, there, I do. Okay. I uploaded one of my sermons just so I could test the PDF stuff. Down here at the bottom, you have some of the SEO stuff, and you can write the description here as well. What I like to do is I just usually take a tweet long piece of the synopsis and I paste it in. You see 171 characters is too long, so let's go to 128. There we go. And so we added all the sermon stuff. Now we need to look at the document up here. So click document. And all this over here should be populated. We shouldn't have to worry about this. And then on featured image, we select featured image. And the same picture that you use for the thumbnail on YouTube, you can drop it in here. And I'm just going to select one we've already used. And now this will be the featured image for this post. And so in the regular post, it will show this. And in the video post, it will show the thumbnail that you used on YouTube. And what we want to do is click publish. It says, are you ready to publish? It'll be visible immediately. Publish it. All right, and so we could click on this just to view the sermon, but instead, let's just go through the front end and see where it populated. What was the name of this? Brand new part 1. So you can see brand new part 1, Pastor Josh Best, preached on August 25th. If we click on the brand new series, you can see that there is one here, Yucca Valley, no sermons in the series. Should show down here, brand new part 1. Let's click on it. And this brings us to the sermon page, and we can play.
All right, Galatians chapter 6.
And when I hover over this, I can download my notes. I can go to Give, or I can share this sermon on Facebook, Twitter, email. And there's only one sermon in the series, so it's just going to show the only sermon down here. Adding a speaker is next, and that's pretty much the same thing. So if I click on speakers, I can add a name. We're not doing headshots or anything for them. There's no speaker page. So after we do that, after we add the name, we can just add new speaker, and that'll be that. And that is how you manage your sermons on the HCC website.